back. One of my very good friends in comedy about to come and join us all. She's really, really funny. You can catch her all around LA. And right now you can catch her tonight on Jasmine's World. Everybody clap it up for Jil Chrissie. Woo! Hey girl. Hi Jill, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Who are you, Wendy Williams?
I mean, let's be real. Do I remind you anything? How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, she rich.
This is Jill. She's actually a really, really funny comic. So, where are you from, Jill?
I'm from Denver.
Denver.
Yeah, but I'm known as an LA comic.
Did you start out here?
No, I started in Denver, but most of the comedy I've done has been in LA. So, you know, I go back to Denver and they be like, this is an LA comic. And I'm like, what? I'm in my hometown. But they got a point.
Well, how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for about 5 years.
Woo! I haven't been doing anything for 5 years. That is crazy. So you've been doing comedy for 5 years and you came here from Denver. That's where you guys can smoke legal marijuana, right?
Yeah, we've been, like, we was the first.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really not, it's very old news to me. So when people were talking about it out here, I was like, come on.
Man.
We've been doing that.
What do you think made you get into comedy?
I don't know. This screen is making me fix my hair, though.
Oh, don't look at it.
What were you saying?
Anyway, what I was saying was, what made you get into comedy?
Oh, I started out in poetry. Started out in like spoken word and writing like a lot of little like short stories and like scripts and pilots and stuff like that. So I just thought like spoken word poetry probably wouldn't take me as far, but they were always like funny poems. Mm-hmm. So I said I could do stand up. You know, I was very scared to do it though at first. So it took me a while to really like settle into it.
Did you like do sneak open mics at first?
Yeah, what I did was I would go to shows and just sit in the back and just watch shows. I did that for like a good 8 months. I didn't do anything. For 8 months I was just looking because I'm like, how are they doing this? I could not understand. That's why I hate it when people see comedy and they're like, I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you can't do that.
No, it's not that easy.
It's not that easy. Like, it's a real art form. You have to like, you have to really know what you're doing. Like it's a formula. It's a formula, and it's also something where you see it as a formula first, and then you have to break out of that formula and create and be who you are and be your brand, you know, and let yourself come out. And so, if you're funny, then you're funny. You know, you're funny.
Now, see, it's funny because, it's funny. We're going to say funny a lot here. I kind of did the same thing. I was working at the comedy club, and I did watch comedy a long time before I actually, like, did it. But I was doing open mics for probably 6 months before I told anybody.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and you know, I post everything.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
I'm like, oh, I just clipped my toenails. Oh, I'm about to go take me a little pee-pee. Like, I literally post everything. Check out my Facebook, guys. But no, like, it's really frightening. Because it's like when you're on stage, you're just inviting people in to just talk about you.
That's true. It's real vulnerable. You know, and you got people that, you know what I love? I love the people that come up to you and say, I admire what you guys do. I don't like the people that come up to you and try to act like they know how to do what you do, or try to tell you jokes, or try to act like, you know, they get it. It's like, you don't get it. You don't know.
Speaking of that, how many times a day does someone give you a joke and be like, oh, you should use that?
I tell people I'm a comedian.
Really?
No. I'm done with that life. I'm done with people coming up to me doing that. So now it's like, you know, they're probably going to see me on TV soon. Oh, yes. We're going to get to that. We are going to get to that. So then they'll probably be like, you know, hey, you know, probably telling me jokes without me telling them I've been on, that I'm a comedian. So, you know, people are people. Man, let me tell you, when I went home for the holidays, I swear every uncle, because you know it's an uncle thing to do. Every uncle like, oh, you know what you should use? I'm like, no. Why don't you do stand-up? They're like, and all I'm like, you know, I used to be a comic too. I'm like, okay. Everybody used to be a comic now. No one ever talked about it, but now everybody used to be one. Speaking of TV, you just recently filmed for something. What was that? Yeah, there's a show called Laughs on Fox. I'm sure people have seen just like these random comics just on TV on Fox, like late at night. I'm not sure when they play it actually. I should probably know that, but
we don't have TVs out here.
I don't watch
so
TV.
We never see ourselves until someone posted on Facebook, and we're like, "Oh, that's me."
What I watch Netflix and like Hulu. I watch like those accounts and just binge watch shows. And then I won't watch TV for another 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm not like a TV watcher, but.
Do you cry when your binge is over?
Nah.
You don't feel like empty, like what do I do now with life?
No, because I wish I could fall into it like that, but usually when I'm watching it, I'm looking for what I can do business-wise. I can never just see a show for what it is, you know.
That's great.
I used to feel bad about that, but then I watched this interview with Prince where he was talking about, I think it was Arsenio. He said he can't listen to music without rearranging the music. And he's like, it just is very unpleasant for him to listen to music most of the time, you know. So I think it's kind of like that with us. I don't really feel that way all the time, but a lot of the time.
No, I definitely feel like whenever I watch something, I'm nitpicking or I'm saying, oh, maybe this should go this way, or maybe, oh, why has that happened that way? It happens all the time. But so back to your Laughs Fox debut, what did you do to prepare?
Nothing. What do you mean? Absolutely.
You didn't do anything to prepare for the show?
I've been prepared.
Oh.
I've been prepared. You kidding me? After doing so many shows in LA, I got a show tonight, you know. We just go around and we do shows every single week. We do multiple shows, sometimes 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So I was prepared already. I was like, you want me to give you these jokes I've been knocking out for months already? Yeah, I'm ready to put them somewhere now. You know what I mean? I also put out an album. Ain't nobody really heard it yet.
Oh, no, I heard it. I heard it. Smiling Atrocity.
My closest friends, yeah, Smiling Atrocity is what it's called. It's out on SoundCloud now. It'll be, it's gonna be on iTunes and Tidal and what is it? What else is it?
Spotify.
Yeah, it'll be on those formats really soon. But,
so I listened to your album the first day it came out on your birthday.
Yeah.
I was cleaning up the house, something I don't usually do, but I was like, you know what? I'm feeling a little frisky. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. How did you pick the pieces that you were gonna add on the album?
What gave me the courage to do the album is like my little short stories and stuff like that. I wasn't performing those anymore, but I didn't want them to go to waste. So I thought, you know, how am I gonna put these out, but still let people know that I'm a comic, you know, so they don't get like what is this, you know, so they'll know it's comedy. So I kind of overthought it, but that's what made me put it out, was because of that specifically, just to get something out there. And then the way that I picked the pieces was just like I just sat down and got creative and just wrote down every single thing that I've done. Added a little bit of music and like some interludes of me just talking about like who I am. So it's basically this album was to get people to know who I was. Like I wanted to just have an introduction to myself and by me, for me, by me, for like the people that want to know who I am.
I feel like that's a great birthday gift. I really do. And
Myself.
yeah, it's like, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, this is the person that gave their mom a picture. I blew up a picture and framed it of myself and gave it to her for Christmas. So you making an album about you and about your comedy, hell yeah, that's like the best birthday gift ever. Not to mention the turn up we had before the album dropped. But yeah, man, I loved how you gave a little bit of piece of yourself and then how you merged it into the comedy. Like I was very proud. I really was. The fact that, you know, you did it on your own, because I remember when you first wrote the status, like, you know, how long should you be doing comedy before you put something out? And everyone's like, 100 years. Don't ever put nothing out, bitch. You just started.
Don't ever, never. You gotta be 105.
Quit comedy, ho. You a black woman. Like, that's what all the status comedy.
How long you been doing it?
And I was just like, oh. Jill, you are a woman.
Yes.
And you are a black woman.
Yes.
So do you feel that it's a little bit harder for you to push through into the comedy world?
You know what? I'm not even gonna complain, but I do see that. I do see like there's like a different feeling of like acceptance, you know. It feels lonely is what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? Because like we'll big like each other up, but then you got all these other people within our scene who not so quick to do it, but they do it for like other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I could just be thinking that, but I also am like in the middle of this, and so it feels a little bit like I'm in the desert alone.
Does it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I feel like it is hard. I feel like for women, anyway, you have to do twice as much, and then for black women, you got to do like thrice as much.
I feel like when black women are boastful, people hate you. They hate you. And so it's like you have to find like this middle ground. You have to know, like, I guess, what works for you.
Yeah.
You know, like it really just depends on what works for you. It's not like you're not really gonna have like anybody truly on your side. So it's like however society treats you as a person, chances are whatever industry you're in, you still have to deal with how you're being treated within society, within your choice of
Career.
You trying to sound intelligent as fuck.
Yo, I bet my mom is on here like cracking up right now. Like, what is my daughter doing out there? I don't know why her voice sound like that, but it don't.
It don't sound like
It doesn't sound like that at all. Like,
well,
not even a
it's
little
just
bit.
dramatic. So.
It was real dramatic. It was like an old white lady's voice that I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that's how you get treated the same way within your industry, however you get treated within society. So it's like, you know, the way they do is outside of comedy is the way they do it.
It's like corporate America. Entertainment is the same thing as corporate America. It's still busy. See me? All right.
Compton College. Oh yeah. Compton College. Yeah.
Compton College. You can get it anywhere. Shout out to Damar Randy, our first official sponsor for Jasmine's World, for supplying me with this beautiful t-shirt dress.
What?
Let me.
You got t-shirt dresses?
Yes, he does. Thank you, Compton College.